Yeah, I think the Crucible never really lent to my sort of psyche really. It went on far too long and I had a lot of down periods in between matches, and it was always at the end of the season, and I was more sort of focused on enjoying myself and thinking, well, I've got 3 months off now and go out partying. I was only young and I kind of got, I suppose, led into just having a good time. I was more focused on having a good time than playing snooker really. And it wasn't until I kind of went in rehab, which was about 2000, that I come out and I kind of thought, right, well, the party days are over now. So I'm at Sheffield, I've got nothing to look forward to other than going on a beach holiday after the World Championship. So that was really the first year that I fully committed. So yeah, 2001 became, I always say, the start of my real career in many ways, because I really focused on trying to win every tournament I played in. And I started to think, well, I need to be more consistent. So that's when I started to change my cue action and started to work on things that I thought would make me much more suitable for the whole Sheffield formats, really. I remember at the start of the tournament, like the build-up was really hard for me. Like I've mentioned to in a few sort of interviews, that's the worst part for me. It's like as if I go into in the build-up, I start to think there's no way I'm going to even get past my first round. So I kind of carry all that emotion and negative energy, if you like, through, and then I get to the tournament, and then sometimes I'm like really exhausted, and I think, oh God, I've now got to play. So I think for me, like getting there and kind of settling in and kind of finding my feet and getting through them early rounds was really important. And no one was actually really getting the better of me in any sessions. You know, I come out of a session and think, have I got 4 all there? I felt like I played all 4. And then the next session I go out there and I beat them 8-0, and I think, well, I didn't feel like I played that well. I felt like I played okay, but was it an 8-0 session? So, you know, like sometimes, you know, you need other people to give you a real reality check, and that's what I had in the World Championships. A lot of people saying to me, you're playing well, and I was thinking, are they just saying that to me just to keep, you know, try and make me feel positive? Because it never felt like I was playing well, but actually, you know, when I look back, you know, I played some good stuff. When I played John in the World Championships, I finished the first session 6-2 up, and I kind of thought, okay, I've got a 4-frame gap, but there's no way I'm going to start looking over my shoulder. I just kind of had to ignore the scoreboard and just play each ball, each frame as it comes. I know what a fierce competitor John Higgins is, and I know he's never going to give in, and I know at some point in the match he's going to find a gear, and it's how I kind of managed to stay with him in many ways. And if I was to lose a session 6-2, it's not the end of the world, as long as it's not 7-1 or an 8-0. And I think that was kind of like I said, you know, my game was in a lot better shape than I actually felt it was. Clearing up to win the frame, I think John got in early, made a 40-odd missed, and then I've managed to make a really good clearance. But not many people realise the frame before, I was in amongst the balls, and I'm 60 in front, and I've got a red in the middle, and I start thinking, oh, who am I going to thank, you know, and all this sort of business. And I missed the red, which I should never have missed. It was that easy. And then he cleared up, and I'm thinking, I can't believe this. I thought, I'm playing anybody else, you'd think, oh, I'm going to get another chance. But you're playing John Higgins, you think, that could cost me the match. You know, if he goes and wins the next 4 frames, how am I going to feel? And so I took that into that last frame, and to get a chance and to clear the table and finally pot the final ball to win was like, I couldn't say I was happy, I couldn't say I was ecstatic. I think it was just more of a relief and a big weight off of my shoulders, you know, to finally win the tournament that everybody says, you know, you need to win to be classed as a real snooker player. I actually had a bit of a nightmare really at the after party, because that was one night I thought I really wanted to celebrate, and I had Ronnie Wood there and Jimmy White in one corner, and I'm thinking I could really have a wicked party. And I think Joe Wood was there as well, and then on the other side I had a lot of my friends from NA and AA. I'm thinking I just want to go with Jimmy and Ronnie. I couldn't do it because I thought these people supported me all my years. So I ended up drinking lemonade all night. I'm thinking, and I found out they had a brilliant night, and I was thinking, God, I could have done with a good night with you boys. But no, I had to stay loyal to the fellowship, you know, because it just would have, I'd have just felt so terrible, you know. So yeah, lemonade at the after party.